Whoa, what's good, people? You're chilling with the track, the boy Wretch32, all that good stuff, retro and shit, yeah. Right now you're locked into kixmag.org.uk. Stay locked.
How do you get your kicks?
How do I get my kicks?
Yeah.
When I make good music, man.
Yeah.
You know, when I make a good tune, I feel it. You know, when I feel it automatically, I take it home and I vibe and I'm like, ah. And you know the best part, when you play it to someone.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? You play it to someone, they ain't heard it, and they're like, oh, this tune's, yeah, that's my kicks.
Okay.
I started years ago. You know what I'm saying? I came through the pirate radio circuit, Heat FM, years ago with a crew, Combination Camp. I just started trying to progress, started making a mixtape. Put a mixtape out, linked up with School Trial.
Malcolm in that march, put a bomber on the stand. Muhammad in the ring, that power's in my hand. The headline before, but used to open up the shows. Now I'm feeling like Moses with the flow. I'm feeling like DC at the Mercury's, nigga at the Mobiles. Feeling like a pharaoh, dripping in my rose gold. UK stand up, whatever your postcode is, Team UK. Even now I'm getting solo.
He was on the same radio station as me. We had an idea, well, he had an idea, sorry, to form the movement. Get all Merkston, Devlin, you know, bring different areas and the different types of MCs together in one kind of umbrella. Yeah, we've done that for a while. You know, I still worked on my own thing. Everyone still worked on their own thing. That was the beauty of the clique. That everyone had their own legs to stand on. And yeah, fast forward 4 mixtapes, an album, and here today.
There's 3 tracks that you could say represent you most. What would they be?
First one, My Life.
Yep.
Next one will be, oh, I can't say that because that's me, you ain't heard it. Next one will be All That I Need.
Yep.
And then the next one will be Tractor.
Right now it's all about Tractor and the single and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you say is the best remix of it? Because it's like you got the garage one, you got the drum step one and drum and bass one.
Do you know what's weird? Yeah, I like them all for different reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Link Up one, I like the vibe of it. It just gets me bubbly.
Yeah.
The Brooks Brothers, I'm in the zone. The Friction one, I like the Friction one the way it's got the piano bit and shit. But yeah, no, I think they all serve their cause, man. And because they're all different genres, it's not fair to judge them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like asking what's a better song out of a rap song and a classical song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It depends what you want to hear. Like,
spoken about how you like interested in different kind of link ups. Like you said, you'd be interested in the script and take that kind of collaboration.
Yeah.
Can we expect to hear that like soon? And like completely, we wouldn't expect kind of.
I hope so. But then if I tell you,
then it's smart.
Then we kind of won't expect it. Kind of turn that, you know, that hope into knowing, and that kind of mess up the surprise. But yeah, you know, I work with artists that I like, that are really good in their field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, I work with rappers in it. I'm a rapper myself.
Yeah.
You know, so that's only natural. But it's nice to work with an artist that's slightly outside your box.
Okay. So do you not mind like taking on criticism, like, because for most people who can do that, they tend to get criticised saying, oh yeah, you're not this anymore, kind of thing?
No, because I'm never, if I done a song with a script, I probably wouldn't do it on a script beat. I'd do it on a Da Vinci beat or Wizzy Wow beat or Dreddy beat or J Flow's beat or, you know, someone who I work with anyway. So all they'd be doing is a chorus. Yeah. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. To be honest, anyone said anything, I couldn't care less. I'm literally like, I'm just so focused on the positive. You know, sometimes you can get 100 good tweets and then one negative tweet in a row, and you're like, you look at the negative one, and I'm kind of like, you know what? I don't even block people.
Okay, yeah.
You can tweet this shit. I don't even see it. It goes in one eye and out the other because I'm reading. No, it's not the whole air thing. But yeah. I used to spit a lot faster. Yeah. But you know what happens? I'll be totally honest with you. You start writing and no one listens to you. You know what I mean? Because you ain't got any fans yet, innit? So you record whatever and you spit a certain way. Then you're writing and you're not thinking about even performing the track. So you go to perform it and you're like, fuck. Yeah. Pardon my French, sorry. Yeah, you're like, rah, this is a bit fast for me to perform. They can't sing along with this. You know, so I've kind of learned how to say what I used to say, but with less words.
Yeah.
But when I'm saying less words, I don't mean like I used to spit with 1,000 and now I'm like 500.
Yeah.
I mean like if it was 10, it'd be like 7. Like it's just getting it right and just understanding that if you if you want people to hear you, especially when they haven't heard the song before as well, it's nice to be spitting at a pace and have the clarity and shit. So yeah, I've kind of toned down on a lot of words.
Would you say that in like connected to that, would you say your approach to writing the lyrics has changed, or would you say the process is the same?
No, the process is still the same.
Okay.
The process is definitely still the same, because at the end of the day I'm still me. It's just being clever about it. It's just understanding where you are, the opportunity you're in, you know. But I don't really like to think about making music. I like to just hear a beat and just say, yeah, I'm gonna say that and just say that.
Yeah.
I don't want to think, okay, if I think that person might like when I say that like that, and they, like it doesn't become music. It's not organic. Then it becomes like it's almost like it's processed, man. You know, I don't want to make processed music.
Yeah.
When it's be organic, when it's for real, man, natural.
Yeah. In terms of the content, because it's all like you say, specialise in wordplay. Would you say that there's any specific people who've influenced that like kind of style? Because it's like it doesn't tend to come from the UK as much.
I think like I didn't really take anyone's lyrical vibe.
Yeah.
I think the only vibe I kind of took is like more of a dancehall reggae vibe. So like if you hear the flow and tractor, it's more like reggae-ish. That could be a reggae flow. Let me recall me in my eye. No, like a ribbon in this guy. No, like you know what I mean. It's just a vibe, you know what I mean. But it's not a specific artist. It's just a genre.
Yeah,
it's just like reggae. I feel reggae. I like it. I like ragga. I like bashment. So I didn't really take inspiration from any specific artist. More like genres. If you can't wait and you're on your iTunes or whatever, get yourself a copy of Retrospective and check it out. You'll understand me a lot more. There's a lot of moaning in there on that album. Being really frustrated at that point, wanting to be, further than I was. But it's a good CD, man.
Yeah.
It's a very good album, man. I really like it. It's one of my favourite albums. I like it.
Is it finished yet?
The new album? No, not yet.
Okay.
It ain't gonna be finished until the day I have to hand it in.
Yeah.
Like that day. Like it could be finished before, but I'm always gonna keep going. And I swap that with that, and whatever.
Yeah.
I want to be known as the guy that you listen to when you want to hear someone say something, someone to touch you. Someone who makes good music. So I want to throw something out there. It's not like a single. It's just something nice. So yeah, if I don't have to pay for it myself, I did.
Would you say that if you had the chance, there'd be any specific song that you'd say you'd like to have had a verse on?
That's a good question, man. I'd have liked to have had a verse on the scripts. What's the new one? She's yeah. I'd love to have a verse on that. That was sick. It's a sick song.
What would you say is the best advice you've ever been given?
The best advice I got given was by Mr. Hudson.
Alright, what did he say?
He was actually just like, it sounds pretty straightforward, but it was sick. He was just like, analyse the situation for what it is, and understand what it is, and then take it for that.
Nice.
So if you're looking at a bottle of water, just understand that that's just a bottle of water, literally, and understand what it's for and what it does, and take it as that. Yeah. Don't expect the bottle of water to be Ribena. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's water, so that's what it's for. And when he said that to me, I kind of went home and I was like, sounds like the most obvious thing to say, but it's not, because some people do look at that bottle of water and see Ribena, or they hope it's Ribena. But once you understand exactly what it is, I'm just using that as an example, as a shit example, but like once you understand exactly what everything is, you're cool. I think everything has its cause, man.
Yeah.
I think music's music at the end of the day. I respect what a lot of that kind of them kind of rappers come with, man. I just respect what it represents. It represents the ability to be absolutely nowhere, like down and out, and be able to express yourself to people that are in a similar situation to you, to people that have never been in that situation, and to make them understand where you're coming from. Okay. I think that's what it is when you look at it as an art form. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? I know some people like to you know, look at it as a negative sound, as they're representing negativity. But then again, you know, you watch. Why don't you just take it as art, man? You know, that's what it is. It's art. You watch a film.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't say, oh, why they got that, or why has he shot him, or you just take the film as a film. You come out the cinema and you say, oh, that film was sick. You understand it's art. Someone's being artistic. Someone made it. That was raw. It's not reality. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, what they're talking about is reality, but they're not telling you to go and do the reality that they're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just telling you about their reality. Just take it as art.
Yeah.
Man.
So yours is kind of
it's just art.
It's just their interpretation.
Right now you're locked into kixmag.org.uk. Stay locked, man. Freshest information, freshest stuff, Wretch's stuff. Stay locked. Peace. Good people, you saw it here first, Mr. Wretch32, and you're locked into www.rspremiere.tv. Stay locked, man. Premiere, all the good stuff. Yeah.